Duval County Clerk of the Courts, also a past chairman of the Players Championship just 1 year ago back in 2011. Jim joins me in studio. How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing just fine, Richard. I appreciate you being me on, and I want to talk a little bit about the new courthouse, some of the things that we offer to folks down there. It's a fantastic building, long time coming. I worked on this thing for about 12 years now, the different plans, but it's an exciting building. We encourage people to come down and see it. It's very user-friendly, and would like people to come down and see the new courthouse.
For 12 years. Is that one of those things where you just love it? You're so excited. It opened on Monday, but also one of those things like, all right, finally we're done and we can get started. We can get going.
Absolutely. We worked on it. Different construction people. They changed it 2 or 3 times, but I think Turner did an outstanding job on the building, and KBJ, the architect, just a super job of drawing that thing up. And we're all electronic down there. I want people to know it's a Wi-Fi courthouse. You can bring your laptop. Everything we have is digital. All the courtrooms are digital. The technology in the courthouse is top-notch, first class. All the judges use computers now. There's no paper in the courtrooms, and we did that starting in January 1st, went paperless, and it's worked out real well. I think everybody's happy to be in a new building.
How big is this place? Because I've driven downtown and seen it, and this thing is massive. How many square feet?
880,000 square feet of heated and cooling space. I tell you, it's when my folks have to walk back and forth, it's split up into east and west. And so if you're on the far east wing and you have to go to the far west wing, they're telling me they need roller skates, but but you can get your exercise. That's the good thing. You get exercise walking around there. But my people love it. It's very functional for us, and we're really pleased to get in there. And my folks have done a great job on keeping up with all the court cases and everything else, with the moving back and forth and everything, and they have done just a marvelous job of keeping everything together.
The Duval County Clerk of the Courts joining us in studio right here from Miller on Sports. He's Jim Fuller, also the 2011 tournament chairman for the Players Championship. Also, you were talking about weddings can be done down at the courthouse. Tell me a little bit about this.
Absolutely. On the second floor, we have a wedding arbor, and it's $30 to get married down there. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. It's almost like a small chapel, but we put it on the in a corner back there. But there's a room for probably about 50 people, and we actually have people come down to get married in their full wedding dresses, tux, and everything. Sometimes people come down just in their blue jeans, but we welcome everybody. If they're looking for a nice place to have a wedding, come down to the courthouse, take a look at our new wedding arbor. I think you'll be very pleased with it.
Excellent. I like it. It's a big place. We'll talk more courthouse updates. Jim Fuller joining us until 5:30 right here with Miller on Sports. Jim, I know you're a big golfer and everything, of course, with the Players Championship and whatnot. U.S. Open finishing up on Sunday. Webb Simpson. What do you see from Sunday and just the U.S. Open?
Well, I was really rooting for Jim Furyk. I just thought he had it. And on 16, though, that as everybody knows, on the tee off on 16, he kind of fell apart. But that's always an exciting tournament. They make it tough. And I mean, and if you look at some of the best golfers in the world that were +5, +7, +9, whatever. I mean, that's a tough course. These guys are great golfers, and but it was an exciting finish. I think Webb's, I was really proud of him. He really came back. He was down, and he birdied, and ended up waiting in the clubhouse to see if anybody could match his score. So it was a great finish on Sunday. Golf is just a great game. I like to play it. I'm not real good at it, but I like to watch it too. It's a fun game.
Oh, definitely. And Webb Simpson over the weekend, a couple of 68s. I mean, that's getting it done. That's grinding.
Listen, if you shoot 2 68s on the Open, you deserve to win it.
Now, we see it with any U.S. Open course. It doesn't matter where it is, West Coast, East Coast, North, South, but it's always going to be difficult. Did you think maybe the course was a little too hard over the weekend?
Well, no, I didn't think it was. I thought that they want to make it that way. USGA says, if you're going to win this and you're going to be the champion of this golf course, you're going to have to play good. I mean, they make I would imagine the greens were at 13 or better. I mean, they were. Yeah. You'd hit the front, they'd roll all the way to the back. I mean, they had the stent meter on that thing. I'm sure they were 13 or better. And the rough, too. I mean, they plan this thing so that if you can't stay in the fairway, you're not just going to just hit it out of the rough and go up on the green. So I think I think everybody expects that. I think everybody knows when they go there, this is not just going out and playing an afternoon of golf. You've got to have your A game to win.
Yeah, this is not putt-putt. This is the U.S. Open.
That's right.
Jim Fuller joining us right here in studio with Miller on Sports. You can listen online. The website is 1600thebeach.com. Jim, as you know, the biggest thing was Thursday, Friday, the pairing of Bubba and Phil and Tiger Woods. Is Tiger Woods ever going to be back?
I think he will. I think, golf is a mental game, and you got to get your head into it. And I think he's an excellent golfer. You can't take that away from him, and he certainly knows the shots. But I think it's a mental thing. Once you get off a little bit on your round, it takes a lot to come back. So, but I think all those guys will come around. I just think you have a good day and a bad day in golf, and if you start having a bad day, you really start going down in a hurry. You miss a putt. You can't get out of the bunker. And this rough that on the U.S. Open was tough. So I think Tiger will come back. I think he's an excellent golfer, and you're not going to hold those kind of guys down forever. Bubba Watson, Phil Mickelson, those guys, they didn't shoot very well at the U.S. Open, but I mean, you can't take it away from them. They're excellent golfers, and I think they'll all be back in time.
And Jim Fuller staying with us until 5:30 right here with Miller on Sports. One last touch. We're going to touch on golf and come back, talk about the Players' Championship and a little bit more. Does golf need Tiger Woods?
Well, I can tell you, if Tiger's not in a tournament, you lose sales. That's a proven fact.
Yeah.
And he's a draw. Tiger Woods is an absolute draw to golf.
Well, it's a lot of fun so far. Jim Fuller in studio with Miller on Sports, the Duval County Clerk of the Courts. We'll talk more courthouse updates. We'll talk more golf, the Players' Championship, and more. A past tournament chairman back in 2011. He's Jim Fuller. This is Miller on Sports. We're always brought to you by the law offices of Ron Scholes. You can check out my blog, MillerOnSports.com.